In the old adventurous piratical days when Britannia ruled the waves, crossing the Atlantic in a sailing ship was about as tough as trying to cross the Alps in your bare feet. Columbus, for example, in the Santa Maria, took 66 days to cross the Atlantic. Soon, the Concorde will jet us from London to New York in just over 3 hours. This, of course, is progress. Me? I'm not in that much of a hurry.
Good morning.
Good morning. You must be April Mallory.
Yes. You must want Captain Williams. Just a moment, I'll call him. Bill?
Yes, I'm coming. What is it? Well, you get that special bottle out I've been saving. Well, you old buccaneer, how are you?
I'm fine, Bill. How are you?
Oh, sailing free enough for an old hulk, I am. Oh, look, cruising rum. Pal of mine brings this up from the Barbados. And you know, I've been saving this up special to drink to the health of an old friend, Simon Templar. Us right out of the water, and the Chinaman by this time was drunk as a maggot and half crazy with fear, and he was creeping up on the quartermaster with a knife 3 feet long.
Last time we were 4 feet.
I'll cut you off for that, matey. And that was where I split his face from eyeball to chin with a handy billy. 30 years ago it was today, and he still comes to see me.
And every word of that, Mr. Templar, is God's honest truth.
Aye, and if it ain't, may I be struck dead.
Yeah, I bet that fair give you a turn, eh, Bill? Come on, Bill. Tell us how
You like this every night?
Yes.
You're very fond of him, aren't you?
Yes, very. He's practically brought me up.
How long have you been here?
Since I was 12. But Mr. Templar, I'm just a bit worried about him at the moment.
Why?
I don't know. He's been so nervous lately. As if he were expecting something terrible to happen.
Come on, lads. You get a coach, will you all? Come on, fellas, drink up. Hell of a storm on the way, and it's nearly time.
Yes, we shall get underway. Come on, boys, down the hatch. Good to meet you, Mr. Templar.
Nice meeting you.
Hope you get your shark.
Mr. Templar, do we know that our Bill here has become a famous author?
Yes, I even read his book.
And a fair load of you-know-what, isn't it?
How would you know? You can't read.
Oh, you can read better than you can write. The old treasure story's got barnacles on it.
Good night, April. Good night, April.
There's here, boys.
Well, I better clear up.
Right, Warren. See you tomorrow. That's a good girl.
Well, Bill, it was a great evening. I enjoyed every second of it.
Oh, except that I talk too much.
Oh, go on. They love it. Bill, about your book.
What about it?
Why, is it true?
Every word.
Absolute gospel. Hey, and I got an autographed copy for you, too.
Perilous Treasure by Robert Doone. Bill, why didn't you write it under your own name?
Oh, publicity and talk, you know. Love, will you bring us my rum over and a couple of glasses?
Yes, all right. Coming up.
Come on, we'll have a toddy. I'll tell you all about it while we're having our rum. Now, leave that, love. Simon and me, we want to have a little talk.
All right, then. Not too late now. Look. tired.
I promise.
Night, night. Night, Mr. Templar.
Night.
That was a lie for April's benefit.
Oh.
Yes, I used a pen name, Simon, because I'm afraid.
You afraid of what?
The past. I suppose you guessed I asked you down here for more than a bit of shark fishing.
Well, it had crossed my mind.
Yes, well, I'll start at the beginning. It was right after the war. Simon, I was sick to the bones of the Nazis and their torpedoes, and sick at heart of all the fine lads who had died. You know, me and my mate, Tom Mallory, April's father, we bought a schooner, the West Wind. Oh, she was a lovely ship, Simon. Well, we figured to carry sugar and rum from the West Indies across to Florida. It wasn't before long we had a nice, tidy business going for us. Full cargoes every voyage. Money started rolling. And we had... Who the devil could that be? Just a minute.
My car broke down.
I'm sorry, we're closed.
I'll need a room for the night.
We're full up.
Oh, now, man, you wouldn't even turn a dog out on a night like this? West Wind. I once knew the chief officer, a fella named Tom Mallory. Now, man, are you sure you couldn't find me a bed? It don't have to be fancy. Just dry.
I'll fix your bed.
You do that little thing. Hello, pretty boy. Where are you from?
Down the road.
You know Bill Williams? Ask him. Cruising rum. The bar is closed. Not to me. To everybody. Okay. I can wait.
Your room's ready.
I'll have a glass of rum. Straight.
I'll get you a glass.
This one will do. Where's my room?
Number 3, first right at the top of the stairs.
Oh, very hospitable. I've been waiting there 15 years to have this little talk with you, Captain. I guess another night won't hurt.
Thanks for not saying anything.
It was an effort. Who is he?
His name's Reston. Jim Reston. He was my bosun on the West Wind.
Why is he here? What does he want?
Simon, I don't want to talk tonight. I just want to go to bed and think things over. Excuse me. How did you find me?
Man, you had to write a book. Did you really think a pen name could cover you up, huh?
You read it?
Page 10, I suspected. But by page 50, I was positive. Where's the map?
I keep it in a safe deposit box in a London bank.
Liar!
No.
Liar! And a murderer.
It was an accident, I swear.
Why did you cover it up all these years? People don't get hanged for accidents, Mr. Williams.
Tom Mowry and I did quarrel about the map that night. That part is true.
Sure it is.
I didn't mean to hurt him. I lost my temper, I swear. He fell and hit his head, and when I turned him over, he was dead.
And then you threw him overboard. I was there, remember?
I've done all I could to make amends. When Tom's wife died, I brought his daughter here. I did everything I could for her, sent her to school. Reston, I swear in terms of mental agony, I've paid for what I did 1,000 times.
But not as much as you're gonna pay. And I'm not talking about money either. I've got money. Of course, not as much as I'm gonna have when you give me that map.
I haven't got it. It's not here.
Liar! You're gonna give me that map, or I'm gonna tell that little girl upstairs how you murdered her daddy.
You pig!
The map's here.
Yes,
Where?
the treasure doesn't exist.
Sure it does.
You're wasting your time.
Look, I know, understand?
Then tell me!
Shot. Get a doctor, quick.
No, wait. There's a lot to say. There's not much time. There's been a lot of blather talked about pirates, treasure. This one exists, Simon. In the West Wind, in the deck house. There's a piece of parchment. Get it. Hurry. April, this is your legacy. I owe it to you. I was responsible for your father's death. No, don't say anything. There's treasure worth millions in the Virgin Islands. Simon, this is a third of the map. I wrote the book hoping that the people who had the other pieces would come and...
Bill, don't say any more.
I tried to make it up to April.
Oh, Simon, what should I do?
Why not stay on here? Run this place, after all. It's yours now.
No, I mean about the treasure. Do you believe it?
April, there are thousands of stories about treasure in the Caribbean. Some of them are fact, but the majority are absolute nonsense. However, it is a fact that there was a pirate named Blackbeard who lived around 1718. But the odds of finding his treasure are about 1,000,000 to 1.
If you'll forgive me, not that high.
It fits.
Quite, Miss Mallory. Oh, you're exactly as Captain Williams described you in his book. I'd know you anywhere.
Who are you?
My name is Rawl.
Well, this is Mr. Templar.
How very nice to meet you.
And right on cue.
Q? Oh, it's quite simple, really, and very open and above board. You see, I live in the Virgin Islands, which is where I first read Captain Williams's book. I came to England to meet him and to do some other business. Yesterday I read in the paper that he died, so I've come down today to pay my respects and to talk to his heir.
Meaning, whoever owns this.
Exactly.
Do you take this treasure story seriously?
Very seriously. I'm offering you a partnership. We split the treasure 3 ways.
And who will be the third partner?
A friend. You'll meet him.
I bet we will.
You sound suspicious, Mr. Templar.
And you're surprised? Captain Williams was murdered for this. 2 days later, you walk in with another section.
Now, you surely don't think that I had anything to do with Captain Williams's death?
I'm glad you get the point.
My dear fellow, that is absurd. A great many people know that Blackbeard's treasure exists. And since Captain Williams wrote his book, a great many people know that he had a section of the map. That's why I'm here. There'll probably be others. That's why we haven't a moment to lose.
Are you asking us to go to the Virgin Islands with you?
By the next plane. I have a boat in St. Thomas. It's equipped and waiting.
Simon, could we?
Why not? It appeals to my buccaneering spirit.
I do hope you're taking this seriously, Mr. Templar. The treasure that Blackbeard hid on Gorda Key is worth £7 million.
West Indies. You don't trust Duncan Rawl, do you?
I distrust everybody at the moment. Don't like the high-handed way this meeting was arranged. And why on Rawl's boat? Why not on neutral ground?
Who else will be there?
Well, undoubtedly the guy with the other third of the map.
Three weeks we sit on this boat and do nothing.
The action is about to start, so shut up.
These people, do you have a map?
Of course they have a map. Don't ask idiotic questions.
I tell you, if we don't start looking for the treasure tomorrow, then Maria, she go home.
Now, just how are you going to get there? Swim?
That does it. No more delays. Io sono stufa di aspettare.
Honey, you dish out any of that Italian temperament, I'm going to have to belt you. You are 26 years of age, and you know exactly what you're doing on this boat. Anytime you don't like it, get off. That must be them now.
Miss Mallory,
Hello.
Mr. Templar, Rawl, delighted to see you again. Won't you go aboard? Miss Cavallini
How do you do?
and Mr. Templar.
How do you do?
And this is Jack Forrest, our third partner and cover.
Welcome to the party.
Did you say cover?
My dear Miss Mallory, I can't emphasize enough the need for absolute secrecy. And Mr. Forrest is a film producer. Ostensibly, he's here in the islands looking for locations, which means that we can sail anywhere we like and no questions asked. Now, if we find the treasure, and we will, nobody, and I repeat, nobody must know about it. Otherwise, we face a great many legal and tax problems. Do you agree?
Sounds logical enough to me. When do we start?
The sooner the better.
An hour?
Ah, Mr. Templar is a man of action. Now, I suppose we have a look at the map.
Why?
It's obvious, isn't it?
Well, not to me it isn't. When we land on Gorda Key, we'll put the map sections together on the beach. That way, no one will get premature ideas.
Hadn't we better start out?
We got plenty of time, man. Our launch will get to Gorda Key well ahead of that schooner. And Tom, the guns.
Enjoying it?
Marvelous. I love it. When I think of all that money.
Don't spend it before you get it.
Oh, Simon, you're such a pessimist.
No, a realist. We're all turned up far too conveniently. I didn't like the whole setup. April, I want you to be very careful. And keep this with you.
You are evil, cruel, mean.
For God's sakes, why don't you shut up and fix us something to eat?
You think you get rid of me? It's not so simple. You think you throw me off this boat and I go back to Napoli like a good girl? Well, no. I tell everybody
Tell what?
that you found the treasure. Then the government will come and they will take half of it away in tax. See?
Why, you stupid little Italian bro...
We can do without that, I think.
Why don't you mind your business?
It's one of the ship's rules. No beating of ladies in public.
Thank you for this afternoon.
My pleasure.
This Miss Mallory, you love her?
I hardly know.
Then maybe you do not mind if her share of the treasure,
Go on.
if we work together, you and me. Once we get on the island, we could...
We'll be off Point Pajaro in an hour. Should make the island by dawn. There it is. Gorda Key.
So beautiful and peaceful.
Yeah, we hope.
It's definitely volcanic in origin.
Do you think it's completely uninhabited?
It better be. At this stage, cannibals would be far more than I could bear.
First to the tabletop go, and there is by the Arch of Skulls. And from the spike set therein, 38 degrees northeast by north, 10 chains out Sisyphus.
Sisyphus?
Greek mythology, king of Corinth.
First to the tabletop go. Doesn't make sense.
Hey, wait a minute. That mountain. That's it, the tabletop.
First to the tabletop go.
It's a pretty tough climb. You think you guys can make it?
Are you kidding? I'm beginning to miss my psychiatrist.
Just imagine you've got a parrot and an eye patch and you'll adjust easier.
It's crazy. The whole thing's crazy.
The Arch of Skulls.
This has everything but Captain Kidd.
Blackbeard was a real comic.
Yes, legend has it that it took 5 pistol shots and 20 sword thrusts to kill him.
They don't hardly make them like that anymore.
Yeah, the They even drank gunpowder in their rum.
Oh, you make that up. Rum with gunpowder.
Yeah, everything went with a bang.
I forget you said that.
What does the map say?
And there is by the Arch of Skulls, and from the spike set therein,
The spike set therein.
it fits.
Everything's working. 20 million bucks worth of treasure.
And from the spike set therein, 38 degrees northeast by north, 10 chains out.
Chain, what is that?
When I went to school, it was 66 feet or 22 yards.
Now, come on, hurry.
It's that peak over there.
10 chains out. That's 220 yards.
Right, I'll pace it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 220. It's rock. Nothing but rock. We must have come too far.
I paced it with you. It's exactly 220 yards.
220 miles.
Somehow we must have got off course.
We couldn't have.
He checks it every few feet.
Could the compass be wrong?
I don't know.
What does the map say again?
38 degrees northeast by north, 10 chains out, Sisyphus.
Sisyphus. Sisyphus on the rock, that's it. Sisyphus pushed a rock up the hill. Every time he got to the top, it slipped out of his fingers and fell back again.
You mean that rock?
Yes. This is the entrance to a cave.
We have to move that thing? Must weigh tons.
The treasure is behind it.
Then we move it.
We'll need dynamite.
There's some in the ship.
We have to go all the way back? Down that cliff?
And it's getting dark.
All right, we'll make camp. I'll go back to the ship in the morning and get the dynamite. Let's make a fire.
They've found it. Tomorrow morning, we move in.
For the kill.
You girls better get back behind that rock.
All right, take this bag with you. 3 sticks going to be enough?
It should be if we get them in the right place. Behind the border, so it blows outwards. Seems to be a likely place.
You know, what beats me is how they got this thing in position in the first place.
By manpower, the same way they built the pyramids. Ready?
Why not?
Come on, let's get out of here.
My foot's caught! Help me! Help! Bleeding!
Come on, pull your back.
I can't! Don't leave! Don't leave me!
Who's your idiot?
thanks to you, it's just a bruise. Are you disappointed, Rawl?
What about?
That I'm still alive.
Well, let's get one thing straight, shall we, Forrest? I am not your nurse. You're here because you got 1/3 of the map. So you get 1/3 of the treasure, and you take 1/3 of the risks. All right?
Thanks a lot.
Explosion may have weakened the roof.
Do you think it's dangerous?
That's a chance we're going to have to take.
Maybe the girls better wait outside.
Look, I said before, there are risks involved in treasure hunting, and we share them equally. Is that understood?
We can do without the lecture, Rawl.
This is as far as the map and the clues take us. What we're going to find in this cave, I don't know. So if any of you want to back out of the deal, now's the time to say so. All right, let's get started.
This is a dead end. Doesn't lead any place.
Well, there must be a way.
Look!
Don't touch it!
What's the matter? What's going on?
Whether you live or die, Rawl, is a matter of complete indifference to me. However, I suggest you step back. You'd all better stand back. What did you say, Rawl? Treasure hunting involves risks. Do you want to back out?
Touche, Mr. Templar, and thank you for saving my life.
That's nothing. He does it all the time.
Booby-trapping his treasure was one of Blackbeard's little tricks. From now on, don't put one foot in front of the other without looking first.
Naturally, the island's of volcanic origin.
How do we know we're going the right way?
We don't.
You're making sure we find our way back?
That's obvious, isn't it?
So are other things.
Look, Mr. Templar, you are not in charge of this expedition. Neither are you a member of it. Unless, of course, it's your intention to take over Miss Mallory's share of the treasure.
Oh, now, come on, you two.
It's my intention to make sure she gets it.
And to keep a promise to a man who was murdered.
What's that mean?
Aren't we being just a little premature, Mr. Forrest? I mean, surely as a film producer, you'd know. We never fight over the treasure until we've found it. Isn't that the logical plot sequence? Now, why don't you calm yourself, Miss Mallory? Our friend can hardly harm us in his present condition.
This guy Blackbeard sure didn't fool around, did he?
Well, that's the usual pattern. No survivors to say where the treasure is hidden.
You made it, man. You must be well inside by now.
Yeah. We've got two choices. I suggest we split up.
All right, Forrest and I'll go this way. Meet you back here in 20 minutes.
Well, what about us?
Well, you stay here.
No.
Maria, for God's sake, shut up and do what you're told.
Leave me, it'll be safer. I also suggest you turn off your torch, conserve the battery.
You mean just stay here in the dark?
Oh,
Here. All the comforts of home. Like 20 minutes.
See anything?
no, it looks like a dead end. Better try another passage.
Templar, what did April mean back there about a guy who was murdered?
Bill Williams.
Who's Bill Williams?
You probably knew him as Robert Dorn.
Dorn. The guy who wrote the book?
Yeah,
He was murdered?
that's right. He was April Mallory's guardian and my good friend.
Who did it?
Someone who's not far behind us.
Well, who?
A man named Reston. They came this way.
Yeah. Creepy, ain't it?
You scared?
You kidding? Come on.
Look! Look!
What is it?
It's an opening. We'll explore, huh?
Shouldn't we wait for the others?
Oh, you English girls, always the man is boss. Come on.
Maria, be careful.
Take it from hold. Take it your feet on the side. I can't. Help me.
Get your foot forward.
I can't move. Get your feet. Push. I can't. Push.
Dig your feet in. Simon!
Here!
Simon, grab her hand.
What's going on?
One of us survived another of your risks.
Did you find anything?
No, we turned back when we heard the screaming. What about you?
Same thing.
Let's not stand too close to the edge.
Look, the treasure! How the blazes do we get across? Roll! What is it?
Some sort of drawbridge. Jack, I want you to go back to the other cabin, stop whoever's behind us.
What about the treasure?
take care of your interests.
April.
The gun I gave you. Here.
Come on, Templar, help me.
Get back and don't say a word. Reach for it, Mac. Now turn around nice and slow.
Blackbeard's treasure. I knew it. I knew it. All that work, all that effort, it's paid off.
All right, Rawl, I'll have your gun.
What?
The game is up.
Where's Forrest?
He's gone to meet your friends.
Friends?
Yes, the ones you were signaling to last night. Oh, sure, the White Crosses would help us find our way out. But the main idea was to help your friends get in.
Look, I don't know what you're talking about. I swear I don't.
Simon.
He's been planning to double-cross us ever since we left England. Come on, Rawl, your gun.
Give Mr. Rawl his gun back, man, and drop that fancy little toothpick.
Where's Forrest?
Tom gave him a little sleeping tablet and is kindly taking care of his girl.
You know, Mr. Templar, there's an old adage about the man who laughs last.
Shall I kill him?
No, don't shoot him. I prefer Blackbeard's methods. Tom, kill the girl if he tries any monkey business.
Yeah.
Put that gun away and help me. Come on.
Okay, now hold it. Drop the guns.
Gone. Forever.
Not all of it.
Hmm?
I'd like you to have it.
Oh, no, I couldn't.
Jack?
Thank you. What I've got to say next is better said in private.
Well, Blackbeard had the last laugh after all.
You think so?
Simon.
That's all right. You can take them. They're not booby-trapped.